out and study and hear the mind of God. And be able to cross-reference it, not just in what you heard, but what was already written. And these are the days when this is the rise of the prophet. Now, I'm not against the prophet. I believe in prophecy. I believe in prophets. But there's a simple issue with prophets. A lot of prophets don't read. They're just trying to hear. So they're trying to get into rhema. But the only problem is that when they get into rhema, they done forgot about the logos. How you going to give rhema and it don't line up with logos? How you a prophet and everything you prophesy is good? You always prophesy, I'm going to get a car and a house. When are you going to prophesy that I need to get my life together? That I need to pray more, that I need to fast more? Everybody trying to get in rhema and then forgot about logos. God will give you rhema, but you need to be standing on logos. I come to the house to get a word from God. Somebody give God praise and glory. It is the finality of the revelation of Christ. That when I come here, I come to be empowered and impacted by His word. Can God speak to me outside of the auspices of a preacher? Yes. But He also said, how shall they hear without a preacher? And how can the preacher preach unless He sent? God can give you private interpretation, but when He wants to speak to the body, He speaks to a preacher. This is why you need a good preacher. Hello, somebody? I'm not talking about preacher that puts you to bed and preach lullabies. I'm talking about somebody that can put the fire of God inside of you. Somebody that can decimate or give the word of God, translate it through the translation that is coming through the heavens, the spiritual being downloaded into His spirit, and then Him coming through the natural auspices of word to explain the mind of God. You need somebody that is filled with the Holy Ghost. There are people that can go to seminary and get into logos, and now that's great, and they can teach you the historicity. But in order to get into rhema now, the Bible said that faith comes by what? Hearing, and hearing by what? Word. That word is translated rhema. So the word that brings faith is not going to be logos now. The word that brings faith is going to be rhema. So if you got a preacher that don't have rhema, you ain't going to get no faith. Now some of y'all done missed that one right there. You can sit through a whole sermon, and if you don't get no rhema, you ain't going to get no faith. So if you don't get no logos, you don't have no verification. And if you don't get no rhema, you don't have no faith. You need a man and a woman of God that can stand up and give you the verification of the logos, and then jump over here in the rhema and say, thus saith the Lord. And your faith and your confidence will be built up in the